2K TV Interactive Special. We talked to NBA 2K League prospect Dirk.
Any commentator, coach, whoever it is, they wish that they could play professionally at some point.
Chris and I draft our all-star teams.
Oh man, oh man, oh man.
And we have your top plays.
Welcome to another fun-filled
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming right up, the Celtics taking on the Warriors. For the Celtics, they've been aggressive and they've been good. 8 wins in their last 10 games. We are live. It's a Thursday night present. DA, take it away.
guys. So
I love his honesty. All right, thank you, DA. Well, with the season right near the halfway point, what better time to check in and see what rookies have helped their teams the most and how they stack up in the rookie race as they all vie for Rookie of the Year. And you look at D. Well, he's shown he's a force as we move along in the meat of the season, sitting pretty at that #1 spot now, and it's his race to lose.
And this is just a special player. No question he should be favored for the Rookie of the Year award at this point.
I would have to agree. The thing that impresses me most is his mental toughness. He's got the kind of poise that you just don't see in a lot of rookies.
Now Golden State's starting 5. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Alec Burks, and it's Chris in at center. And for the Celtics, Tatum and Cantor together down low. Tucker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt, and it's D in at the 3 spot. There should be plenty of fireworks out in the backcourt tonight in this one. Of the guards you played alongside, who is the best combination passer scorer?
Oh, man, Kev, you put me in the hot seat. That's a tough one. I just got to give everybody
you played with a lot of them,
out.
though, didn't you? Huh?
I know, man. I didn't know it was going to be a test today. I got to go with my boy Rod Strickland when I played with him at the Wizards. I think he's the best finisher ever, and he led the league in assists. My boy Jay Will, shout out to White Chocolate. I mean, he is one of the most creative players I ever played with, but he can shoot it from deep. He was a guy that liked to shoot it from Curry Land, and he could pass it. And then lastly, I'd have to, of course, go with my man Mike Bibby. Mike Bibby could do it all. So I've been blessed to play and fortunate to play with some great scorers and combination passers in this league.
3 terrific names. Well, Greg, you might know more about this than me, but the rumor is that Shea will be on the cover of NBA 2K21. I mean, what an honor.
I saw some behind-the-scenes footage of Che doing some mocap for 2K, and I just can't imagine wearing that wetsuit covered in ping pong balls is comfortable. Great chance for Che to increase his presence.
The Warriors shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. Well, whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that Draymond Green is one of the more unique players in the league.
There really isn't anyone else like Draymond. I mean, who does everything for a team but score. I mean, not only can he play all positions on both ends of the floor, but also to be the emotional leader. Truly a special player.
Here's D. Shoots the 3. Great D that time from Green.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Thompson outside. Pass to Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
One of the more multi-purpose players you'll find. I mean, Green can score from anywhere on the court.
D passes to Tatum. And here's Walker outside. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game. And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further. It's time for him to start looking for other options. They can't let him keep shooting. His touch is gone.
Burks' shot is good. Burks has got his second bucket tonight.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
You know, some scouts thought Tatum had tunnel vision, looking only for his own shot, but he's more about team.
Curry against Walker. Burks on the wing. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Burks has got 6.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Nice ball movement by Boston. No good from D.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
To the paint. Pass to Green. Back to Thompson for 3. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
No good from D.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
And Chris, whether it's KD or Kyrie, we've seen stars grow irritated. Constant questions about their free agent destinations.
I would just suggest to them to go back in time. Nothing's new under the sun. Watch guys like Shaq, like myself, other guys that were free agents. It's a time to talk about it, and it's a time not to. And you can even speak about your impending free agency without insulting the fans where you're playing and without guessing of maybe where you will go next year. I just think that, you know, guys just need to be a little more sensitive with it. Fans really want to know, and if the media's going to ask you the question, you got to figure a way how to handle that out delicately.
Well said. Curry looking around. Passes it to Burks. Floats one. Here's Chris. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
And the Celtics making a change here. Hayward's checked in.
And with all their rangy wing defenders, the Celtics are well-suited for the modern game.
Oh, yeah, they make it tough for opponents to get clean looks on the perimeter with their defense. I mean, it's a strong defensive team also because of the competitors that they possess.
Chris, you think back to the Warriors as a franchise when you played for them, both as a rookie and a vet. How have things changed?
Well, I think it's a difference, you know, in the approach from ownership. Right? I think that's huge. But the fans, they've always come out. They've always been some of the best fans in the league. And the Warriors franchise has come so far since being a bottom-dwelling team.
Curry against Walker. From deep three-point range, Curry can't get it to go. Celtics trail by 8. D passes to Brown. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good D by Thompson. Here's Burks. Got a piece of it, and he's able to get it back. The pass to Green. Chris kicks to Burks. Outside Curry. From deep. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Hayward outside. Pass to D. The kick out to Walker. D. Burks covering. Here's D. Chris with the rebound.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Just off his game, forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally.
Burks finds Curry. Rebound Boston. Cantor's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Here's Curry. Off the left rim and out.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
Smart's checked in for the Celtics. The Warriors also. Inside. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from D.
Yeah, and for Tatum, there's a natural instinct, an understanding of how this offense flows.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. They've led by as many as 11 points. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Curry and Russell are the backcourt set. In at forward, it's Thompson and Green. And it's Chris in at the 5 down low.
That's a drop in the bucket for Mr. Curry. One of the softest three-point shots you'll ever see.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, D in that last outing against the Heat delivered a performance for the ages. He contributed 61 points, and he was efficient out there, whether it was from the field or at the free throw line. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, right. And I'm sure he wants to come out in attack mode. The other key for him is to continue to get to his spots on the floor.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. You played for a lot of different coaches in your career, Chris. I'm sure you saw characteristics that you like in a head coach with all the different people you played for.
Yeah, definitely. You definitely want coaches that challenge you, that want to make you better, that helps with the team chemistry. But I would say, number one, you want a coach that understands they are such a good coach that their job is to infuse you with as much information during practice, and then come game time, they trust you to go out and do your thing. They don't micromanage during the big games. They say, wait a minute, we put enough practice time, you know what we should do, now go out there and execute. The ones that trust you, you got to love.
Right. Thompson outside. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists in the game.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
D, he's covered by Thompson. They get it back. The kick out to Brown. Takes a 3, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
That's his second three-pointer of this quarter after not getting any in the first.
Walker against Russell. And Tatum pulls it down.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. That'll get the whole team pumped up.
And how about we check out the group of rookies with the best percentages from the charity stripe this season? Angelo D, one of the league's best, 3rd in free throw percentage.
And really, he needs to continue getting to the free throw line as much as possible because he's pretty deadly once he gets there.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for Boston. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
He was hoping to avoid a 3rd foul before the break. Now, he might have to sit out until halftime.
Chris finds Thompson. Knocked away. Rebounded by the Celtics. Last time in San Francisco, they lost to the Warriors.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't that a sloppy effort? I mean, turnovers were a huge issue. They don't have to play safe tonight, but they do have to play smart.
Chris passed to Russell. Now here's Green. Outside Curry. Six on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. The deep 3 from Thompson. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Boston's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Over to the wing. Here's D. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Curry.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him. and they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And that was not an easy game for them. I mean, they barely hung on at the end of regulation before they were able to pull it out in overtime.
Well, they got that little burst of energy in the extra period. Once they survived regulation, they were not going to let this one slip away.
And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. You take a look at the Warriors. They're still holding tough in that 5th position, still trying to climb the ladder.
And you know, the Celtics, they've claimed the top spot because they've earned it. Some people say they're playing above their heads. I think we're just starting to realize how good this team is.
Here's Russell, and he drops it in from the low post. Russell's got 4 this quarter.
An active competitor, Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
D, guarded by Green. Here's D. That one a little long.
Tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his troubles tonight.
And here they come. Here's Walker. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Chris has got 7 rebounds in the game. Moves on moves. That's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy's a natural isolation scorer. Jab steps, crossovers, turnarounds, fadeaways. He's got an awful lot in his bag.
Thompson for 3. The shot will not fall. Now the Celtics take it the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
The noise didn't really seem to bother them. In fact, it appeared to make them sharper and play harder for each other.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Omari Spellman has come in for Golden State.
Out of Willard High School in Georgia, Jaylen Brown was ranked 2nd in the class of 2015 after Ben Simmons. All the powerhouses came calling. He went the unexpected route, choosing UC Berkeley.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And a chance to check out the stats for D. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. Tops in scoring, 11th in assists, and he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. Snatched away. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
And Cal Berkeley, not the biggest basketball program in the country. So, Chris, what led Brown to go there?
Well, former NBA All-Star Sharif Abdul-Rahim, another Wheeler High alum, took the same path. Look, Kevin, both of them welcomed the intellectual challenge. Now, Sharif, not only could he hoop, but now he's the president of the G League. And Jaylen Brown, he's the vice president of the Players Union.
Passes it to D. He feeds it to Ilyasova. Over Chris. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Thompson with it. Now defended by D. Here's Russell. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
I like seeing that kind of sharp passing from Thompson, making sure they get the best shot possible.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. The field for the 3-point contest is about to be finalized. And I'll tell you, we have some shooters here who are going to make this year's event a very heated competition.
Kevin, it always is. There's more pride involved in the 3-point contest than in any other part of All-Star Weekend. Each one of those guys wants to prove they are the best shooter in the world.
Look at Curry. He's all the way up there at number 2 in the voting for the three-point contest. Fans and the media know that he is one of the premier long-distance shooters in the league today.
And Kevin, not to take anything away from the other facets of his game, but let's face it, that three-point shooting is what puts him on a whole nother level.
The voting is just about over, so we'll keep updating you on how it's going. Some very deserving names at the top of this year's list.
Yeah, no problems with the voting thus far. I think the fans and media have done their homework and picked the best shooters in the league.
Nice work on the glass, but his defense was even better. Really has an impact on that shot.
Russell feeling it out a bit. Thompson outside. That three off the mark.
And until he starts knocking down some shots, I don't think the deficit's going to get any smaller.
D passes the drop. The Celtics working the ball around now. That shot's good from D.
Some players might wear down during this kind of run. He's only getting started.
Warriors trail by 9. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Thompson. Over Hayward. 6 to shoot. The shot by Thompson, no good.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, D'Angelo Russell was traded from the Lakers and, in his words, was kicked on the way out. He's become an all-star in Brooklyn. Russell said, it's a heck of an accomplishment. That respect from your peers, your coaches, other teams, it's a great feeling. And Kevin, given how it started for him in L.A., many remain shocked by Russell's rapid ascent.
Coming into his own, you're right, David. Thank you.
And some teams have fancy dinners, guest speakers, and field trips. I mean, the Celtics culture is more straightforward. It's all about the work.
The first one falls. And that work ethic, the core of the Celtics' values, are written on a big placard on their locker room wall.
Yeah, it emphasizes unselfishness, execution, toughness, and hustle. Those are the values of their team.
And the Warriors making a change here. Looney's checked in. Outside, Russell. And he's good on the 3 ball. Russell's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Good form on the jump shot. Russell's ability to stretch the floor makes him even more valuable.
And the pass to Hayward. Brown outside. Hayward right side. They get it back. Kicks to Smart. He dishes it to Hayward. Pass to D. And the foul on Alec Burks. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Oh no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
And the first one drops. And with the departure of KD, the Warriors able to bring in D'Angelo Russell from the Nets in return. Greg, how do you like that fit for Golden State?
You know, offensively, fits the high skill level they're known for. Defensively, it might be tougher, but his youth, another positive as their other stars enter their 30s.
Up top, Russell, guarded by Smart. Russell against Smart. Pass to Spellman. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. To the inside, stolen by Smart. Over in the corner, Brown. Here's Cantor. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against Golden State. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. Both shots good from the stripe. And so it's Boston. 13 points up at... Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the 3rd quarter. See you. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. We're seeing tremendous gameplay from D.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by GamertaG. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Celtics, Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Tatum and Cantor together down low. And it's D in at the 3.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
They know they can't give him that shot. The D's all over it, not even giving him an inch of space.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. So we'll see Alec Burks go to the free throw line here. Kemba Walker picks one up. Chris, you have been passionate about honoring those who blazed the trail for today's NBA, like the Globetrotters and the Wrens, in the days before integration.
Yeah. I mean, you think about what they've gone through off the court and on the court, and anyone, regardless of color, nationality, and just paving the way for me as a basketball player. I want to say thank you. Let's just think about what Red Auerbach did. Drafting the first African-American player, making the first African-American player coach in Bill Russell, who won the championship that year, and leaving him a good team. And if you look at organizations like the Black Fives who bring an awareness to the games, and you just want to understand your legacy culturally, and that's why I have to, every time I see Mr. Bill Russell, Big O, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I give them a big hug and a wet kiss on the cheek, because I just thank them for not only advancing the movement in sports, but culturally. Sports has always sent a message to the culture and society about how cool teammates work together and how you can overcome a problem by working together. And so I really thank them for enduring all of the hardships that they did so that we can reap the benefits. So it's been awesome to be part of the league and be able to shake hands with those that have blazed trails for us.
That is so admirable on your part. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Jaylen Brown. He's been a factor for them over the last month, putting up about 10 points a night, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
I think if you talk to anyone on this team, they believe in his abilities 100%.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
That's a 2-pointer from Walker. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket. Defends the shot and grabs the rebound. About as big an impact as you can have on a possession.
D, guarded by Green. D passes to Brown. Just 5 on the clock. Here's D. It's blocked. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Burks. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Oh, that's blocked. To the middle, and Curry with the clear path to the hoop.
Be careful, and this is where Steph is near impossible to slow down. Open court in transition.
Celtics leading by 14. Pass to Brown. Here's D. And the layup's good off the glass. D's got 40 points.
It's been a clinical performance. He's played a huge role and has them in position to grab the W.
Curry passes to Burks. Chris with it. Cantor covering. Golden State moving it around. Green kicks to Curry. Off target with his 3.
Can't quite find his 3-point touch in the second half yet. He had 2 in the first half, but still none since the break.
And there's the bucket from Tatum.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Walker against Curry. The pass to Thompson. Clock at 6. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Green.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for Cantor. Thompson outside. Curry against Walker. Curry passes to Chris. Misses the three.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And stolen by Chris. For the finish. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Smart kicks to Walker. Lets it go from 11. Warriors with the rebound.
For a player who's almost a sure thing to score in tight, that one's a stunner.
Curry dishes to Russell. 17 seconds left to play in the third. Curry can't get it to go. Outside, Smart. Dean, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, nice look there from Smart, finding the open man.
Outside Curry. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Boston Celtics with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Setting the floor for the Warriors. They've got Klay Thompson. He's out there with D'Angelo Russell. Cauley Stein is out there with Alec Burks. And it's Spellman in at the 4 spot. Pass to Burks. That one, no good. Nice D from Williams. Walker's shot is off.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. Good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
Dean, Burks covering, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And after signing a 4-year, $52 million contract extension, Marcus Smart rewarded the Celtics, Chris, with the best season of his young career.
Yeah, his best shooting percentages by far. I mean, add in his continued progress as a playmaker. Don't forget he's the man on the defensive end. I think that's money well spent for Boston.
Very rare for players to be elite defenders from the moment they set foot in the NBA, but that was the case for Marcus Smart. A tremendous physicality to go with a pit bull disposition has made him downright scary at times at that end of the floor.
And the call will be against D. That'll be his second foul of the game. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Here's Burks. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. You know, Greg, defense a given for Marcus Smart. The growth necessary for him has been at the offensive end.
And now, finally making progress as a three-point shooter. Had already made strides with his passing. He's becoming quite the two-way player.
Williams passes to Cannon. Burks with the steal. Russell inside, working on Williams. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You see the shift toward players on competing teams becoming friends. How does that compare to when you played, Chris?
It's a little bit different. The players that I admired the most, I wouldn't be friendly with on purpose. We were in the same position. A guy like KG, one of my favorite players ever. We're close now. But during when we played, it was either me or him.
Really?
It was both of us. I didn't want to hang around with him when I'm trying to beat him in the summer. But, you know, you got guys like the Banana Boat crew and LeBron and Wade. They're good friends anyway. Melo and Bron came in 1 and 2, and they had that relationship. So I think relationships are always great. Really, it's just about can you turn the friendship off when you cross the line? I know that Banana Boat crew can, and I know others can as well. And that's all you want. As much as you're friends off the court, I want you to dislike each other on the court through your friendship, just like a big brother, little brother type of thing. So I don't think it's a problem.
Green, the pass to Thompson. Now, Cauley Stein, guarded by Smart. Russell against Walker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Burks can't get it to go.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And Williams with the stuff.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
Thompson outside. Back to Russell. Regarding the overstated pre-draft concerns about Luka Doncic. Even as the game goes international, it seemed like many GMs are scared to go all in on European players.
And rightfully so. It's a new area, and if they're not immersed into the culture, it may be a little more trepidation on that end. But I would just say, just look at the really the great stories, whether you're talking about the Vlade Divas or the Sabos that came into the game, and even if you go to Marshall Lonis, Dirk Nowitzki, yeah, come on, Porzingis. We got a lot of great players from overseas that have shown us that they can make the way. But the mistake would be is thinking just because someone lives close to them, they would have the game of a Dirk Nowitzki, and that's not true. So you need to do your due diligence, but I think European players have already proved the type of heart, skill set, and mindset that they come to this game with, which is at the top.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And with the Warriors, the strength of their defense comes from their versatility.
Yeah, they have a roster that can switch on everything. Guys like Draymond allow them to go small and not lose out on D. I mean, this team is very smart with their defensive schemes.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. D plays it up and banks it in. D's got 49 points in the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the time.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Well, they're playing well as a unit, taking shots they know they can make and building this lead.
The Warriors have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. A floater, and Poole gets it to go. And here's Boston. They're on a 16-6 run. Passes it to Ojale. And good! He hits it again. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Evans passes to Poole. One negotiating concession the league wants from the Players Union. Prospect attendance, Chris, at the draft combine and team-wide access to player physicals.
Well, this is a tough one because I don't think that a team that is not interested in you should have your physical. And we all know that information is shared, and so it should be genuine in the teams that are truly interested. And so I understand agents holding back on that. Medical information is something very serious that just because you have an opportunity to be drafted, your information shouldn't be spread all across the world just because you're at a combine. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out, but basically you just want a level playing field for everyone. And if we have that, it'll be better for everyone.
Boston making a switch here. Murray's checked in. And Golden State also making a change. Looney's checked in. Here's Ojale. Here's D. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. D's got 53.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Evans kicks to Robinson. Pass to Looney. And here is Robinson. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Now the pass to D. Back to Wanamaker. Pass to D. Passes to Ojale. There's the three. Trains the three-pointer. Ojalé's got his first 3 points of the game.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Yeah, D like that isn't going to get you back in the game. You have to stay connected to these shooters.
Smailagić. Again, Golden State.
It's all about the tail of the tape right there. I mean, his size advantage makes that jump shot easy pickings.
Wanamaker, the pass to D. Back to Wanamaker. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
And that's a gift if I've ever seen.
Now here's Walker. Here's D, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And with the likely return of prep to pro prospects, Chris, some have argued for a high school combine to help determine who's ready to make the leap and who isn't.
I'm not really there with the high school combine. I still think that, you still have a level of college or a level of professionalism that can happen after. And I don't believe until you're ready to be evaluated for the pros immediately, should you have that combine. Your bodies are still growing. I talked to Jaren Jackson just yesterday, and he told me that he grew 2 inches over last summer. So I think it's a little unfair to judge these guys that early when their bodies and mentality still has a lot of development left.
Can't hit from 12. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the Warriors. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Burks. And that's 13 points for Klay Thompson. Celtics leading by 18. Pass to Canner. Down low. And stolen by Chris. 4-on-3 break. Green, the pass to Russell. And there it is for him. Russell's got 21 in the game.
Sensational recognition. Green realizes immediately when one of his guys is open.
Burks with the double team. Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up to score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
Russell passes to Thompson. His three-pointers off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often. And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Boston.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight.
And this is a win they wanted badly, guys. They did not want to get swept in the season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for D.
He had a nose for the basketball tonight, playing some disruptive D and picking pockets left and right.
That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time. Here's Poole. He's covered by Murray. The pass to Looney. He kicks it to Evans. Shot clock at 6. Pulls it up. And the jumper is good. Here's Wanamaker. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Poirier. Here's Ojale. Celtics passing it around. Here's T. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Poole. It's deflected, and they're able to recover. And he recovers it. And so it's Boston.